love November. It's one of my favorite months of the year because in November, I release an updated version of my calendar. 12 of my favorite photos from the last year. This one is called This Beautiful Place. Today, I thought we would go through the images, all 12 of my best shots of the year in this year's calendar. I hate when I go to buy a calendar and you can't see any of the images. They just show you the cover. I don't want to do that. I want to show you all 12 images. That way you can decide whether you want to support me and my photography and this channel. Hang tight, it's going to be a good one, kids. January, we're going to start with Bow Lake. I've done this shot of Bow Lake in the summer, and I wanted to do the same shot in the winter, just to have that comparison in my portfolio. The summer shot compared to the winter shot. Kind of cool, isn't it? One thing that happened when I made my video, which you can click the link above, is I posted on my social media pages about the video to get people to watch it. One thing I did do in the beginning for the intro this time is I made a little spoof of Star Wars at the beginning of the intro. And I tweeted out, hey, Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, what do you think of my video? He liked it. He liked it. Luke Skywalker watched something I did and liked something I did. Yeah! Oh, that's so cool! Like, oh my God, he liked it. Mind blown, right? Luke frickin' Skywalker saw my video and liked my video. So obviously the shot had to go in the calendar because now, you know, Mark Hamill and I are best friends. Okay, I feel better now. Let's move on. February is Morant's Curve. I've shot Morant's Curve out near Lake Louise hundreds of times. Made a video about this one as well, so you can click the link and watch how I got this shot. I wanted to have the final result for the image, what I had pre-visualized when I was driving out there, or actually the night before when I thought about going out. You know, Morant's Curve is a couple of hours east of Calgary, so I kind of had to pre-visualize what I wanted. So the night before, I'm thinking of, you know, what I wanted. I checked the weather forecast and looked at all my apps to see if the weather was going to give me the image that I wanted. But I wanted blue skies with some clouds, hopefully puffy clouds. It had just snowed the day before, so hopefully the trees were going to be heavily kind of laden with snow. So I'd have the blue and the white, this bright color, this bright high key image, and then have a CP rail train kind of going through the S curve. CP rail engines are always red, but what I was really hoping for is that the train would be pulling some Canadian Tire C-Can train cars, because the Canadian Tire company, their C-Cans on train cars are bright, bright red. So I was hoping for this white, blue, high key image with a red, vibrant train coming through just to make everything pop really, really well. And knock on wood, I got it. So if you want to see the process of getting this shot, click the link. Check out the video. So let's see if I can do this. So if I stand here, you can see that, and then see the mountain, and then see that, and then see the mountain. This is Vermilion Lakes in Banff. If you're not familiar with Banff and you want to know where this spot is, all you have to do is Google Vermilion Lakes Road. Boom, you're right there. It's just behind the arena. The great thing about Vermilion Lakes Road is you literally can park your vehicle and walk 10 feet and you're at the shore. It is a breathtaking spot for any photography, any time of day at all, because it's one of the most iconic mountains in Banff is there, but it's really great for sunrise. This is taken in blue hour, so it's that hour before the sun comes up. The sky is just starting to turn blue, so with your naked eye, you barely get a hint of light happening. As the sun comes up, that increases, and these cotton candy skies happen if there's clouds. No cloud cover in this shot, but the sun isn't up yet, creating this nice blue, moody shot. I love it. It's my favorite mountain in Banff, Mount Rundle. For April shot is a photo I took when I was out scouting for a wedding I shot in August. By the way, Jamie, Paul, congratulations, you guys rocked it. But this is where they got married. It's Tunnel Mountain Reservoir. It's across the road from the Buffalo Mountain Resort. It's a great area. I was out scouting locations. Sunset was happening, saw the dried up creek bed, put my camera down on top of a rock that was this big, so I'm literally on the ground for this shot. I really like it. April. We are up to May. I did a video on this shot as well. This is Sharples, Alberta. It is a ghost town. There's not much there left anymore. A grain elevator, a barn, a couple of outbuildings as well. But what I love about this shot is this is a shot I didn't go out to get. I went out to shoot the grain elevator, wanted the grain elevator lit in golden light. So the grain elevator with the sun behind it, and I'd be in between the sun and the grain elevator. That's the shot I wanted to get. But when I was setting up for that shot, I noticed that behind me, a little bank of wispy clouds had kind of rolled in and they were popping off. Turned the camera around, set up at this barn, got the shot. I love this shot. This was the shot of the night. The other shot of the grain elevator is nice, but this is the shot that had to go on the calendar, Sharples, Alberta. For June, I'm going to honor the Queen and her passing. This is how Calgary, downtown Calgary, honored the Queen's passing and paid their respects for the Queen's passing. The building you see that has the Union Jack on it, that's the Telus building, and the lights that are on it, that's called the Aurora. It's really a cool building because at night the light patterns move and dance just like the Northern Lights do, hence why they call it the Aurora. But for that time frame, that week, 10 days, whatever it was, in between her passing and her service, they lit up the building like this as well. And it's actually kind of neat too, because it's honoring the Queen's passing and showing support for Ukraine as well, because the Calgary Tower is lit up with the flag of Ukraine colors as well. What I like about this shot a lot is the lighting of the shot, not just the city lights, but the actual ambient light. The sky is lit up into this kind of pinky cotton candy color tones, and I really like that. We get that in the fall here a lot when there aren't clouds around, just because we are in Alberta and harvest season, all that dust gets kicked up into the air just at the horizon. So when the sun does set, we do get some cotton candy skies when there aren't clouds. Normally you need clouds, but for this one, didn't have it. I love the tones of this shot. Two great causes to honor. Halfway there, time for a coffee. So, July. Every July, it's the greatest outdoor show on earth, Calgary Stampede. I did a video on how to photograph fireworks. So, whatever side, I can never remember what side of the screen the card comes up for clicking the link. So, whatever side it is, click the link, you can see how I got this shot. What I like about this shot is the fireworks going off are all one solid color. It doesn't happen very often when I shoot fireworks, so to get them all one color is kind of nice, and I like that red glow that they have. It kind of bathes the infield of the Calgary Stampede Grandstand show in really nice light. You can see a wash of purple kind of go over the grandstand, so you can see that there's a crowd there. Off to the side, you've got the Ferris wheel as well. For July, I had to do the greatest outdoor show on earth. We are up to August. This is Okotoks, Alberta. This is just one of those shots that you get when you happen to have your camera with you. If I go anywhere, normally my bag is with me, my camera bag is with me. So driving back from a small town called High River, which is just on the other side of Okotoks, coming back into Calgary, a thunderstorm had just gone through, and I looked towards the west and I saw the sun trying to punch through, and you had this harvest atmosphere, red, glowy, orangey, rain-filled sky that I really, really like. And the sun was punching through and created a bunch of these little God rays, if you will, a bunch of these light rays that were kind of bathing the countryside in little spotlights of light. So I did underexpose this shot just a little bit to create a little more contrast and add a little more drama to the image. I love it. August Okotoks. Every September, the town of High River hosts the, I gotta get this name right, the Heritage Inn International Hot Air Balloon Festival. I've wanted to shoot it a few times, and I've gone out and shot something called a night glow, where they have a bunch of balloons set up in a park, and they have food trucks and entertainment, and the balloons don't take off, but they fire their burners, and it creates this really cool glowing effect. So I've shot that, and I've always wanted to do one of the morning or evening takeoffs, but every time I've gone out, I haven't been lucky enough to have a takeoff happen. And the reason for that is obvious: wind. You know, when you think it's a good night to go out and shoot, for balloons, it's not a good night. They get blown off course. So I finally got out. It was a perfect night. There was literally no wind at all. I had in my mind of one of those images that you see when you when you click on a hot air balloon picture, and it's, you know, hundreds of balloons taking off at a festival somewhere. Heritage Balloon Festival isn't there yet in High River, but hopefully it grows and grows and grows. So this is my version of one of those shots. But one of my new favorite balloons is actually in this photo. I saw it when it had taken off, but I didn't see it when it was on the ground because it was on the other side of the field. And when the balloons come up, it was being blocked by the balloons in front of me. So when I got back, I was kind of choked that I didn't get a shot of this balloon. Lo and behold, I did get a shot of it. And if you look at this photograph, the balloon not in the dead center, it's off to the side. It's the Aurora balloon. It's got northern lights. I'm a photographer who chases northern lights. It's my balloon, right? It's September in High River. You got to check it out. The Heritage Inn International Balloon Festival. It's awesome. October is Millerville, Alberta. This literally happened, what's today? It's November now. So this was early October. There's a very short window in Alberta, I find sometimes, when the colors are absolutely perfect for fall photography. And when those moments come up, you got to take advantage. I was out for a drive one afternoon, headed out west of Calgary, then south, ended up near Millerville, Alberta. It's a great little town. They have a great Christmas festival every year. And I've always kind of had an image of trees like this and not a real subject foreground image, just a wall of fall color. In Alberta, we don't have maple trees like Eastern Canada does, or the east coast of the United States has. I've always wanted to get one of these shots of just warm fall colors with a bunch of trees, no real solid subject matter, like here's the anchor, here's the person, here's the mountain. I just wanted a kaleidoscope of fall leaves and trees. This is backlit, so the sun is actually behind the trees coming through, and it creates this almost like a gelled light, stage light effect on the ground, and makes the trees glow that much more. I love this shot. It's October, Millerville. Two more left. We are up to November. I told you about that wedding, Paul and Jamie's wedding in August, where I got the Tunnel Mountain Reservoir shot. In between the wedding ceremony location and the where we did the bridal party photos, you pass this corner. It's called Surprise Corner in Banff. I have shot a video at Surprise Corner, but not for this shot. But it's very similar to this shot, so you can click the link to see what Surprise Corner is. This is the iconic Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel. It is absolutely stunning. It doesn't matter when I see this, whether it's spring, summer, winter, fall, daytime, nighttime. I just love shooting this hotel. It's a beautiful spot. Check it out. Well, we made it to December. This is Forget-Me-Not Pond. It's just past Elbow Falls along Highway 22X east of Calgary. A lot of people have heard of the village of Brad Creek. It's just past that. So from Calgary city limits to Forget-Me-Not Pond, it's about an hour and 20 minutes. You literally can't miss it. If you get on 22X and just head west, you go as far as the pavement takes you, the road ends, it's on the left-hand side, it's right there. I love Forget-Me-Not Pond. This is the newest photo out of all of these. It happened actually just this September. Great snowfall happened, no wind, about 9 o'clock in the morning, just after sunrise, crystal flat, perfect reflection, mirror-like water, snowy trees, mountain in the background. It is one of my favorite locations to go to just to chill out. I've been there so many times now and shot it so many times that I usually don't even take my camera, or if I do take my camera, I don't even take it out of the car. I love finishing work, driving out there on a weeknight and just having dinner out there, you know, just pack a dinner out there. It is a great place just to kind of be in nature, be in your own mind, and just kind of meditate on the beauty that is out there. It's December and it's Forget-Me-Not Pond. So there you have it. Those are the 12 images for this beautiful place 2023. The calendar is now on sale with GST included, $30, and then there's shipping on top of that. I'm keeping the price the same as last year. So 30 bucks and it's yours. You can go to my website, photoHuch.com. You'll see it there. There's a banner on top on the homepage as soon as you land. The calendar is up for sale there. Also, if you don't want to use PayPal or credit cards from the website, DM me on social media, photoHuch on Facebook or Instagram, and you can do e-transfers as well. If you're in Calgary and want to save on shipping costs, DM me and you can pick up in Calgary, Alberta as well. Regular standard calendar size, I think it's like 8.5 by 11, I think is the size of it. Every year, I am so honored that you guys step up and buy this calendar, and I sell out every year, and I don't take that for granted.
And as always, guys, please rock the subscribe button and ring the bells for notifications. We'll check in next time.
So that's it, guys. In the meantime and in between time, stay healthy, stay safe. I'll catch you next time, guys.